Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Wake Up Different. All right, we're here. We're going to continue on going on from what we carried over from yesterday. Guys, yesterday we started off at Luke, hear no fear. Luke, right? We're going to continue and we're going to relate with what's going on right now. Okay, guys? Current events ain't current events like you think they are. They're events that the Bible speak about. If you only knew, if you read the book, if you're reading the book, you'll start connecting the dots. You like Monopoly, you like board games, you like puzzles. This book is the same thing. So, all right, guys, with this is Wake Up Different, and I need you to like, share, spread the word news, call a friend, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend that Rocky, aka the real Credit King Noel, and Jose the Builder is about to do another one. Let's go.
Oh man, Cuzzle, wait a second. I'm
Is he
supposed
that
to be
old?
outside in the morning out here. It's August 12th. I told you about the planets lining up early in the
Lining up.
morning.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you want to go outside and watch that? I mean, I want to watch that. And then I was hoping maybe I could take a flight out to Barcelona and probably get my
Barcelona.
my little glasses so I could block out the solar, the sun, so I could watch the solar eclipse.
But why
Uh,
Barcelona? What's out there?
they're gonna well, that's part of the place where you can see the solar eclipse today. So
Oh, so all those Muslims went over there because they wanted to come watch the solar eclipse?
no, I don't know about no Muslims. I'm just talking about that's a
I'm
possibility.
kidding.
I didn't think about that.
Yo,
That's a pretty
okay. You imagine they know about it, say, yo, we gotta go over there because this is our chance to do our spells.
and there's gonna be a new moon. Yes, and because so don't forget, you gotta go out there early this
What
morning
time
out
is it?
here.
What time is
Right
it?
now, bro, it's 5 o'clock in the morning. We gotta be outside looking at the sky.
I'll be up.
Okay,
I
look
don't
at
I
the
don't really
sky,
sleep. I take naps.
and you can see the alignments of the planets. Going to be amazing. And then maybe
But do I need special
you
shades like this whole thing
no
happened with this? Oh,
no
okay.
that's just me being funny. No, and then
He's
tonight,
white
t-
people funny. But go
yeah,
ahead.
tonight, stupid. Tonight, um, well, if nothing's crazy has happened, tonight we're actually going to have no moon in the sky, so you'll be able to see meteorite showers, stars like you've never seen before. So if you can get in a place where
Yo,
it's
come to think
kind of
about it,
dark,
now that you saying all this, what happened to this uh, thing size of Manhattan that was headed this way?
I don't know. It's probably part of the
It
thing
was
that's
a
kind of
lie. The news lied. That was on front page news.
really. Well,
We have
hey,
we don't know if it's a spaceship or if it's a meteorite the size of Manhattan heading our way. This was 3 4 months ago. What happened to it?
I don't know, but I do want to say something though.
Go ahead.
Yesterday we ended up with being prepared. So today's August 12th, and my question is, I'm not saying anything's going to be crazy happening on August 12th, but just this is the phenomena that we're going to see in the skies and stuff, which Jesus kind of talked about his coming affecting what you see in the skies with the darkened sun and the stars falling from the skies and stuff like that. Um, Now, truth be told, that stars are demonic forces.
What?
Yeah, we'll talk about that later. But for right
No,
now,
no, no. Hold on. Hold on. I thought stars. Wait,
angels,
stars. But they say
stars,
stars are suns to other planets.
yeah, they are. But I'm saying God uses it in the scripture, oftentimes reference to angels and things like that.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. So,
A fallen angel is a fallen star.
yeah. But yesterday we left off about being prepared. We're in Luke chapter 12.
Yeah, and you're not
And
prepared. You don't got your generator.
yeah, I don't think that's what he was talking about.
No, I
Well,
know. Well,
actually, that's a good point. Stay dressed for action. That's Luke 12. Straight drive, keep your lamps burning, keep your generator going. That's a good point. And be like men who are waiting for their master to come home from the wedding feast so that they may open, right,
Okay.
the door to him at once when he comes and knocks. Blessed are those servants whom the master finds awake when he comes. Truly I say to you, he will dress himself for service, and I have them recline at table, and he will come and serve them. If he comes in the second watch or in the third and finds them awake, blessed are those servants. But know this, that if the master of the house had known at the what hour the thief was coming, he would not have left his house to be broken in.
Mm-hmm.
You also might be ready for the Son of Man. You also must be ready for the Son of Man is coming in an hour you do not expect. Now, before I move on, I want to go back to Matthew chapter 25. As this is episode 225B, in continuation to yesterday's message, in Matthew chapter 25, here we just read a little bit about a feast, a wedding, and servants waiting. Now let's talk about some ladies that are waiting for the bridegroom. It says here, then the kingdom of heaven will be like 10 virgins who took their lamps and went to meet the bridegroom.
Virgins.
Yep. 5 of them were foolish and 5 of them were wise, even though they were all virgins. They're waiting for a bridegroom.
Wait.
5 of
Wait,
them were
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I have to, Jose. Why would if why would five be would say that again? The words you said were out of this world. You said five will be foolish and five will be what?
It
You
says
read
here,
that?
5 verse
Where are
verse
we?
2, 5 of them were foolish
And
and
five were
5 of them
wise.
were wise. Yes.
For when the foolish took their lamps, they took no oil with them, but the wise took flasks of oil with their lamps. I don't know. I just called it funny. I thought
Well,
God
it
is
is
funny. God
it is
is
funny.
funny because he's
Yeah,
basically
you got
saying five of you virgins are idiots. But okay,
yeah. Like you have a lamp with no oil.
what are you gonna do with that?
Right. Like this, you're foolish. So let's pay
That's like
attention.
having a generator with no gas.
There you go. I'm glad you brought that up again. So, but the wise took flask of oil with their lamps as the bridegroom was delayed. Remember, we just read in Luke 12 about being delayed. Now, these are the women waiting for him. Before we were talking about the servants and people like like how you have a bride and the groom and the men, the best man, and all this and that and so forth.
Yeah,
And here you have the bride and the ladies, on the other side. So this is what's going on here.
bridemates or something like
Yeah,
that they call them.
bridesmaids. Exactly. This is what we're kind of talking about here. As the bridegroom was delayed, they all became drowsy and slept. But at midnight there was a cry, here is the bridegroom, come out to meet him. Then all those virgins who rose and trimmed their lamps, and the foolish one said to the wise, give us some of your oil. Sounds like it sounds like John Leguizamo's people. Give us some of your oil for for our lamps are going out. But the wise answered, saying, since there will not be enough for us and for you, go gather for the dealers and buy for yourselves. Go to Manamni's grocery stores. And
Oh,
while they were going to buy, the bridegroom came, and those who were ready went in with him to the marriage feast, and the door was shut. Afterward, the other virgins came also saying, Lord, Lord, open up to us. But he answered, truly, truly, I say to you, I do not know you. Watch therefore, for you not know neither the day nor the hour. So back to where we were here. Okay. We were reading verse in Luke 12, 35, 40. Now Luke 12 shifts. Jesus is essentially saying, stay dressed for action. Keep your lamps burning. Be like servants waiting for their master. We have to understand there was no light back in those days. The only light that you had was
what's your
lamps.
candle? Yeah,
And you
lamps.
had those candles and those lamps, you had to add wax oil, whatever what they use oil, right? You had to have oil to keep it lit at night. So we have to keep our lamps burning. We have to be like the servants waiting for their master, because the Son of Man is coming at an hour you do not expect. Now, when he comes, every eye will see it when he comes. So, but when he comes, you need to be ready, because you don't know, you need to be prepared, in preparation. Now, suddenly, everything we've been reading comes together. Don't fear the world. Don't deny Christ. Don't be consumed by possessions. Don't spend your life fighting over inheritance. Don't build bigger barns while neglecting eternity. Don't spend your entire existing worrying, because we ought to be ready. Then Jesus looks at the sky. Pay attention here. This is what he does in verses he reads on here. He says, Peter said, Lord, are you telling this parable for us? And the Lord said, who then is faithful and wise manager? Who is the master who will set over his household to give their portion of food at the proper time? Blessed is that servant whom his master will find doing when he comes. Truly, truly, I say to you, he will set him over his possessions. But if that servant says to himself, my master is delayed in coming, and begins to beat the male and the female servants, and to eat and drink and get drunk, the master of that servant will come on a day when he does not expect them, and in an hour he does not know, and will cut him in pieces and
Hmm.
put him in with the unfaithful. And the servant who knew his master's will, but did not get ready or act accordingly to his will receive a severe beating.
Wow.
But the one who did not know and did what deserved a beating will receive a light beating. Everyone to whom much was given, to much will be required. And for him to whom much is entrusted, much they will demand the more. So basically, he's telling a story here explaining the importance, right? The importance when God puts things in charge of you. Okay. When he puts things in charge of you, he expects you to take care of the things that he's giving you in care. So God has given us his care, his word. He's giving you instructions. He's giving you wisdom. He's giving you knowledge. Now, if you go around and having this wisdom, having this knowledge, and not doing what God tells you to do, and not waiting for his return, and while you're preparing, you're also waiting, you're also doing the things he has called you to do, you do his will, but you know that he's coming, you know these things, and you don't do anything about it, you're not living right. You're not loving your neighbors. You're not loving your enemies. You're not praying for your enemies. You're not being kind. You're not feeding the sick. Not visiting the sick. You're not feeding the homeless, the hungry. You're not clothing the naked. Like the things that we are supposed to be doing while we're waiting for his coming. That is, in essence, us having the oil in our lamps. The oil stands for the Holy Spirit, has God's Spirit in our lives, and keep our light burning. See, we are the light of the world. Jesus is the light of the world, but he's made us his lights. So as we read this, then we get into a particular there's other things. Uh there's a thing about, if you read in verse 49, I came to cast fire on the earth, and would that if they were already kindled, I have a baptism to baptize with, and how great is my distress until it's accomplished. Do you think that I have come to give peace on earth? Pay attention to that. No, I tell you, but rather division. This is what Jesus is saying, that he did not come to bring peace on earth, not the peace that we're thinking. He's saying basically, because of my coming, people are going to be divided because of me.
Mm-hmm.
People are going to hate you because of me.
Mm-hmm.
There's not going to be no peace. You're going to
I
have
already get
my
that.
peace. You and I are going to have his peace with him. We're going to have peace with God. But in the world, we're going to have tribulations. We're going to have troubles. That's what he's talking about here. He says, uh, no, I tell you that rather division, for from now on, in one house there will be five divided, 3 against 2 and 2 against 3. They will be divided. Father against son and son against father. Pay attention to that. Mother against daughter and daughter against mother. Mother-in-law against her daughter-in-law and daughter-in-law against the mother-in-law. Now, the reason why the division is because God is giving these instructions, and not everybody's going to agree on what Jesus is talking about here. Not everybody's going to agree on what Jesus is trying to tell us. I have my perspective, you have your perspective. And if we don't come aligned in prayer together and seek God with a humble heart, we're going to be divided. That's not God's goal, but that's what happens. And also the fact of the matter that some people don't want to believe in God, don't want to believe in Jesus, or don't want to believe that he's coming back. And you're believing this, and you're believing that you're in those times. And the people in your family around you is like, no, we're just going to continue to party. We're going to continue to work. We're going to continue to do everything like
Got
normal.
people around me telling family around me telling me that.
I know. You're hoping now, but
Cut that off.
people are still listening to things that ought not to listen, still watching what ought not to watch.
Oh,
Uh,
trust me, I know. I don't know how
eh,
you. Again, she don't watch anyway. She don't watch our Bible studies, but
because
that
too
darn
extreme. We're
TV
too
show,
extreme.
that darn TV show called Wicked is always on TV. Look at the
Never heard
name
of
of
it.
it. You never. No wonder you never heard of it. Oh, it's Wicked. It's the black woman that's a lesbian. That she's bald headed. She's the main actress. It's the
Yeah, yeah,
story. She made fun of Jesus. She's the main
yeah,
actress with Ariana Grande. It's a big play.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. The movie you're talking about. Yeah,
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 yeah, yeah. Oh, it's Wicked. It's called. It's
yeah. I
hello.
know. I know. I know. The Wizard of Oz story. Your eyes are opening. Has opened up, Lord. The Lord has opened your eyes. No.
Oh no! Oh, I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to
Um.
tell you, bro. Things that used to be like, okay, here's the money, go watch it. Now I'm like, yeah, ask me to go. You want to go watch that? Yeah, I'm gonna be like, hey, you ain't getting that from me.
So here's the thing. August 12th today. This message. Luke 12, 54 to 56. Let's read this. And now he turns to the crowds. And when you see a cloud rising in the west, you say at once, a shower is coming. And so it happens. And you see the south wind blowing, and you say there will be scorching heat. And it happens. You freaking hypocrites. I'm sorry, that's not what Jesus says. You hypocrites. You know how to interpret the appearance of the earth and the sky like today. But why do you not know how to interpret the present time? Basically, Jesus is saying at that moment in time, your Messiah is here, your Lord is here, your God is here, God's Son is here, your Emmanuel is here, and you don't recognize it. Today, we can interpret this like this: Jesus is coming back. Recognize the times that we're living in. He's giving us ample and ample and ample evidence. Doesn't mean it's going to happen today. Doesn't mean that it could happen tomorrow. It could be years from now. But know that the stars and the planets are lining up. But I'm not talking about those planets that are lining up in the sky. I'm talking about the planets are lining up in his word, that God's word is lining up and things are taking place.
Mm-hmm.
So now Jesus gives them an illustration that they understood, right? These people, they understood what it means when the clouds are forming and rain is coming. We know that. You feel the wind change and it's going to be hot. You know that. They
Mm-hmm.
understand atmospheric conditions well enough to adjust their lives, right? Because if you know it's about to rain, what do? You go get a rain jacket or you get a
Mm-hmm.
umbrella. I mean, you make all these moves and you condition your life to the conditions that you see yourself you're going to be heading into. But yet Jesus says you can interpret the weather, you can interpret the astronomy, Why can't you interpret what's happening right now? And that's the punchline. They could read the clouds, but couldn't recognize Christ.
because they're so it's simple. It's exactly like you just said. You told me that my eyes are opening. It's because you're
They're
too
blind,
busy consuming the other stuff that it's causing you blind to see what's really going on. Since I've abandoned and left that other stuff, the hip hop music, the hip hop videos, the hanging out, they're doing all the stupid things that I thought that it ain't that bad. Yes, it was keeping me occupied and it was keeping my soul synced in my body. And it was just like, and I'm using the terminology, and now I am spiritually aware of everything around me. People could come stand right next to me at the gym and something me da asco, like, wait, what's going on here? And the person hasn't even said a word, but I'm feeling something's bothering me.
right?
that
Right.
that that's it. Like I'm trying to tell you, like, bro, like I so much has changed since we started this with me, that and I know I haven't gave it. I could tell you, I know I haven't gave it my all, no, because I still worry. I still try, there's still things going on, but I am spiritually very, 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 very aware. And I watch when I talk to people and who I'm letting around me and what's going on and stuff like that, because for some reason I could see it easier now and I feel it. And that only could be God, the Holy Spirit. It's the only reason that I could now see something and be like, hold on a second. Why is Spider-Man just being released and the two main actors were also the two main actors in Odyssey, the sci-fi? What's going on here? What do we what do we do? Like, everything. Like I look into and it just naturally happens. Like I'm just, wait, what's that? Like I'm catching things.
Yep. Yep. Here's the thing. It's these people could see all these weather changes stuff, but they couldn't recognize prophecy being fulfilled right before their eyes.
I don't want
They
to
un-
hear
they understood the atmosphere, but they missed back then, and still to this day, they missed the Messiah. But I'm talking about back then. They saw Jesus. They could probably hold him,
that.
the
Mm-hmm.
Messiah.
Mm-hmm.
But they missed him completely. Missed him,
Mm-hmm.
and people are still missing him today. So I want to bring this question into today's times. See, we have technology, right, that can detect earthquakes. We do
You're
have
right.
that. We have technology to detect with satellites hurricanes. We have technology to monitor volcanoes. We can calculate eclipses decades in advance.
Mm-hmm.
We can watch storms forming thousands of miles away. We receive alerts directly to our phones or our TVs or whatever the case may be we have. And this week and today, these people are going to be watching the skies again as there's going to be a total solar eclipse happening. The Perseidal meteor shower reaches its peak around the period under usually dark skies. People will look up, people will take pictures, people are going to post videos, people will talk about the sky all day today. But here's the question. Are are we any better at interpreting our spiritual condition? Are we any better of knowing that Jesus Christ is coming back? See, I'm not telling you an eclipse means Jesus is returning August 12th today, but the Bible does tells us nobody gets to set the date. Astronomical events have natural physical explanation. Earthquakes have geological explanation. Weather has meteorological explanation. But natural explanations do not eliminate spiritual lessons. That Jesus himself pointed towards ordinary weather and said, pay attention. Wake up. Creation can remind us you are not in control. Life is fragile. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. And
Hmm.
Christ told his followers, he's telling you today, he's telling me today, be ready. Yesterday, we saw the devastating reports from Colombia, a powerful earthquake, buildings damaged, lives lost, families running, people trying to find safety, and watching footage like that confronts us with something uncomfortable. When the earth begins shaking violently, the illusion of control disappears. There was people on cable lines in Cali, the ones that fly that are in the sky. The
Oh, they
cable
go from like
the
mountain to mountain, like a little. Yeah, yeah,
mountain
yeah,
from
yeah,
point to
yeah.
point. They're inside of there, and everything is shaking,
Oh, I'm
and
jumping
they're
right off. Just kill
and
me.
they're holding on. It's so high up, you jump on, and they're holding on to I don't know what. And then somebody's doing the rosary thing like 50 million times. The question is, are you holding on to Jesus? I don't know what I would do if I was in that position in time. I've been in scary events. I've been in fearful death, at its death not few seconds in front of you in
No,
my
but you've been
life.
in prison. You definitely saw a lot of stuff. You went
Of
through a lot of
course,
things.
of course. So I've seen that. So I can't tell you how I'm going to react if I see that again. It's just in that moment something happens in your body. Fear of death comes. Fear of the unknown comes.
The Grim Reaper.
And watching footage like this confronts us something very uncomfortable. If you watch it, if you haven't had it, I'm sure you watched it. I'm sure it's been
What?
still on social media, all the stuff that's happened. Nobody running out shaking a building is yelling, get my 401k,
No.
get
No.
my gold, get my silver, get
No,
my Bitcoin.
there might be some people that be like, I need my purse or I need my briefcase. Some people are still
Yeah, there are some
that
people like
that
that. Let me
happens.
correct
Yeah,
you. There are people that are stupid like that. The fool
yeah.
again, like the foolish virgins. They're
Hmm.
just what sense is that going to do if you die?
Jesus, you're funny. The
So
the foolish
nobody
virgin.
says wait, my Instagram followers. Nobody's saying that. Wait, actually, there was people recording TikTok videos, and they were worship. Some people were actually doing like worship, and they were like,
Worship.
yeah,
Or
there
like a
was
good. Oh,
they
okay.
they were doing like a podcast, like a little music podcast, and these two little girls they were just singing, and the followers were following, and all of a sudden everything started shaking, and they still kept singing and trying to praise God and pray to God to stop it, and then eventually they had to leave. It was so bad. So see, nobody says I want my promotion. Guys, you know what you want. You want your children, you want your spouse, you want your mother, you want your father, you want your life. And people suddenly start crying for God. Why? Because
Because they get scared.
crisis has a way of stripping away the illusion that we control everything when we control nothing. Now, am I saying that God caused the earthquakes to warn people?
Yes,
I'm not gonna claim something scripture doesn't tell me because Jesus did say that earthquakes would happen.
but
I don't
there's
know
so
God's
many things
specific
happening.
yeah, yeah, but I
It's
don't
too
know their
obvious.
specific. Yeah, they're obvious that to wake us up to tell us, but I'm not going to speak for God and say, okay, this is what God is doing. It's natural occurrences of the earth, of course, taking place. I know scientifically that's what's happening. But Jesus actually warned against assuming victims of tragedy was somehow worse sinners than everybody else. I want you to pay attention to that. But tragedy can remind every one of us one important rule, one important fact. Life is not short. we can make it short. Life is amazing. No matter how long and how short it may be. The true fact is, life is fragile. The world is not
Yeah,
under our
it
control,
is fragile.
and every one of us needs to be ready to meet God.
Bro, this is just, then they're not, because I'm just, like I said, I'm newly to this. And I can remember just a year and a half ago how I thought, even though I was going to church and everything, I was, I wasn't this aware. I wasn't this sensitive to the evil. I wasn't seeing it. I was so blind. Like,
And I want us, yeah, and I want us to look at what's happened, what's been happening, what happened in Colombia, what happened in Venezuela, what happened in Japan. It's just things that are happening. And I don't want you to look what happened to them. But I want us to say, Lord, what should this remind me about?
mm,
Here's what this episode from yesterday and today it's about. 225 needs to hurt. It does. We see wars, we see disasters, we see fires, we see earthquakes, we see instability, we see political issues and wars. We see extraordinary things happening in the sky. And what does modern culture say? Still says it. Unfortunately, I gotta get mines. I gotta keep grinding. I gotta get another bag. I gotta get another house. I gotta get another opportunity. And I'm like, how can we be thinking about this just because maybe it's not somebody so close to you that's suffering from the situation?
that could be. Or you just don't
But
care.
you just don't care. But think about it. Even though they're Colombia, they're far away from us, and we have Colombian friends and family and stuff
Hmm.
like that. There's one thing that we have in common. We're all human. And the very things that they can suffer, we ourselves can suffer as well. So Jesus is asking, what is your soul is required today? What if your soul is required tonight? What good is the ammunition if your soul isn't ready?
Mm.
What good is the portfolio? What good is the house? What good is the business? What good is the followers? What good is the retirement account? What good is the winning the argument? What good is getting the inheritance if you miss Jesus? Like the people that saw Jesus then. See, they knew rain was coming because they saw a cloud, but they couldn't see eternity coming while the Messiah stood directly right in front of them.
Wow. I
I'm gonna
don't ever want to be that spirit. I don't want to be blind like that.
I want to repeat that again.
Yeah, that was a good one.
They knew rain was coming because they saw a cloud, but they couldn't see eternity coming while the Messiah stood right in front of them. And today, don't be so good at reading the world that you become incapable of reading the condition of your own soul. I'm going to repeat that too as well. Don't become so good at reading the world that you become incapable of reading the condition of your own soul. Here's the question we should be asking.
What's that?
How do I know whether I'm actually ready? Because people have been saying Jesus is coming back for generations.
Correct. I've been hearing this since I was little.
And that is a great question we should all ask. See, readiness isn't staring at the sky scared. Readiness isn't trying to decode every earthquake. Readiness isn't making charts predicting the dates. Readiness is not watching the sky align the planets or see the stars falling from the sky. Readiness belongs to you
Ooh, I just got a message,
in
Jose.
Jesus today.
Jose, I just got a message.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, I mean today, this whole aligning, what is it called again?
Alignment of the planets
Yeah,
or
that
the
I
solar
believe,
eclipse.
and I could be wrong, but this just came to my head. That is the time when witches do a lot of stuff.
Oh, of course it is. It's astrology,
Yeah.
not astronomy. Astrology. Yes, I know that is,
Yeah. So
that
we
is
gotta
correct.
watch out because they're gonna be
It
out.
is. Think about this. It is the start of what they call the day of Leo.
The day of Leo, I don't know that.
Leo,
Oh,
the
the sign.
sign.
Yeah. Look. I don't even say I'm a Capricorn anymore.
Don't say that.
I don't say that. I don't
I'm
say that.
glad.
Now I know. I don't say none of that. I don't talk about what sign you are. None of that. Mm-mm.
And we shouldn't, guys. This we need to stop this. We need to stop worshiping idols. We need to start worshiping astrology. We need to start worshiping God because Jesus is coming soon. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know how soon, but it's not about just him coming. You don't know when you're going to see him or go
Correct.
before him.
Correct.
If he don't come in your time, you're gonna go somewhere in his time. So
Let me tell you, I walk by those stores in the mall, and I don't. I'm like, oh no, I can't believe I used to go inside, spend 3, 4, $500, sit in a big crystal amethyst chair. I can't believe this. I really thought that was stuff was helping me make money.
yeah. So guys, if he comes
Serious.
tonight, you have to say I'm his. If I live another 50 years, you gotta say I'm his. If the economy crashes, you still need to say I'm his. If the economy booms, you have to say I'm his. If my business succeeds, you still say I'm his. If everything disappears tomorrow, you still say I'm still his.
I'm still his, or I'm still in.
I'm still his.
Okay.
And guys, that's readiness. That is complete readiness. So maybe the biggest sign you need is in the sky. Maybe it wasn't the earthquake. Maybe it's not the volcano. Maybe it's not the eclipse. Maybe the sign, and it's not the astrology sign that you're hearing this message right now. Maybe God is giving you another opportunity to wake up
Different.
because some of us are doing exactly what the people in Luke 12 were doing. Jesus is right in front of us, and we're saying, hey, well, what about my inheritance? What about my money? What about my career? What about my opportunity? What about my plans? And Jesus is asking you guys, man, what about your soul, man? What about your
Gave you
heart?
gave you free will, and you're not thinking, guys. I mean, it's just that the devil's doing such a good job, and I'm not giving him his props by far, but Jose, it's like everything is evil. Look at that whole Coca-Cola thing. I don't know if you sent it to me. I know my son spoke about it. Jonas was like, Dad, you can't customize a soda with the name Jesus in it. But you could put Satan, the devil is great and all that. I said, you saw that, huh? He goes, yeah, that's so wrong. I said, this world is bad, Papi. I said, the people that control it. I said, Papi, look up the story of Saint Nick. Okay. Coca-Cola invented Santa Claus. Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola used to have cocaine into the 1970s in it.
That's correct.
So listen, it's from day one. It wasn't meant for the Luciferians run us, run this world. They don't run me. You're not getting me. You don't got me. Trust me, I'm against you guys 100,000%. I might slip here and there, but that's a slip, and it's not for you. It's a slip that I accidentally slip. I rebuke it as soon as I slip. If I remember right then and there.
That's correct. If everything you are chasing disappeared tonight, would Jesus still be enough?
Yes,
And here's the second question.
I
If
believe what.
Christ, if Christ returned tonight,
Okay,
what are you doing today that suddenly wouldn't matter?
wait, what?
If Christ returned tonight, what are you doing today that suddenly wouldn't matter? I want you to say, I
If
want you to,
Christ was to come tonight, hold on,
yep.
I'm gonna give you a good answer. If Christ was to come tonight,
What are you doing today that suddenly wouldn't matter?
well, so that means my plans for the day already that I was supposed to do, now they don't matter. Um,
Pretty much.
wait, that's a confusing question, Jose.
Like
Say it
if
again.
you're, let's say you're out grinding, like I got to get the bag, I got to go
Yeah, I
out there
got
grinding.
yeah. Today I went late to the gym because
And
I
Jesus,
closed the client. I closed the
Jesus
client.
comes.
I'm drop. Jesus
Je-
comes. There's everything stops. First of all, Jesus comes. I see a glare. His toes coming down with slippers and the big golden light. Everything stops. I don't care what I'm doing.
But the point is, it should already have been stopped.
But if I'm working or picking up my kids from school,
I get that. Yes,
what
there's
is it?
nothing wrong with that. You got to
Okay,
work. You
Rob.
got to be,
I mean,
but
even if I'm on my way
ex-
to do that, I'm stopping. Gage, I'm picking you up late. Jesus is coming right here. I see him. So what do you mean?
you're not getting the question.
Okay.
If Christ returned tonight, what are you doing today that suddenly wouldn't matter?
I'm gonna try to get as close
There
as
should be,
possible and
you
get a
should say,
selfie.
the answer should be,
I'm kidding about the
there's
selfie.
nothing that should matter.
No, well, that's what I said.
Nothing should have you.
I would drop everything and just probably be in awe, or probably be mesmerized, or probably be blown away, or probably I won't be able to take it. That my emotions will go nuts. I don't know. I'm going off of things that I hear people say that they encounter. I don't know, but supposedly it's like you can't even look at him directly. They say, well, in heaven, I don't know, when he comes down here, he might look like, Ben Affleck. I don't know, but wrong guy to choose too. I don't know. I said Ben
Listen,
Affleck.
this message that we just talked about, Cuzzo, it's not meant to terrify anybody,
No,
although
no, I get it.
it can be terrifying. Jesus said earlier in Luke 12, "Fear not, little flock." There's one verse that he put there: "Do not be afraid." What makes this so powerful is that the same Jesus who says, "Be ready," also says, "Do not be afraid. Do not fear." Why? Because readiness for the believer isn't panic; it's
Readiness for
hope.
the
It's
believer
hope.
is hope. Okay.
It isn't panic; it's hope. We're not waiting for a stranger. We're waiting for a redeemer. We're waiting for the one who loved us, the one who died for us, the one who rose for us, the one who promised he will return. So I'm not telling you to stop living. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I'm telling you, start living for what actually lasts.
What matters?
Work, build, dream, provide, love your family, build a business, go to school, plan your future, but don't build your entire life around a world you're eventually going to leave because Jesus said, "You know how to interpret the appearance of the earth, the sky. How is it that you do not know how to interpret this present time?" Church, listeners, followers, subscribers, wake up. Don't miss Jesus while watching everything else because our redemption is drawing nearer. Wake up different. Love you. God bless you. Cuzzo, it's all yours.
Let's do it. Father, I want to thank you for giving us another opportunity to do a great episode, which was amazing. We connected some more dots, and we understand, well, I understand that when you come, it is the day of all days. It's the day where nothing else matters. Well, nothing ever matters. It's really just you. But God, just to see you, Jesus Christ, the Holy Spirit, when my eyes see something so beautiful from what is described, I can't fathom, I can't imagine what it's gonna feel like. But I also hope I am alive to see that. I hope I get to see you come here than me go see you. I got a better chance of getting up there if you come down here first. So, God, your word is so true. And the thing is that I haven't even read everything. Like, I don't know everything. Every day I learn something new. But I know I'm getting closer because I've surrendered. I've opened my heart. Even though sometimes I may say I worry, Lord, and we all say that, I'm going to tell you the truth. I really am not worried. It just comes out. It's like a habit. It's a bad habit, because you've put me through so much in the last year that I'm not that same guy that was 6, 7 months ago, 8 months ago, 10 months ago. It's like me being spiritually open, you giving me this strength for my spirit to be more open and more aware. That's the word. There we go. More aware of what's really going on in this world has made me a stronger person. I'm not saying I'm walking around with the Bible and trying to Bible thump people, no. But somehow, most of my conversations with people, they say something that gives me an opportunity to say something about you, Lord. And that was never me. And I'm still not the guy. Somebody tries to debate me. I believe that you're going to give me the scriptures and the words to say to correct that person. That's what I believe. Even though I haven't read the whole Bible and I don't know everything like Jose does and people know it like the back of their hands, I know one thing. You're my father and you're not going to let me look foolish in front of no one. Not when I'm defending you, Lord. And that's what makes me feel so proud and so good, that I know you got my back, that I finally understand that. It took so long, but I understand you got my back. That is the best feeling in the world, that you provide. Oh my God, you provide at the perfect times. Why should I worry? So many things are just happening, and it's all you. So many things that I don't know where to start sometimes in the morning. I thank you and I love you, Lord, for giving me this spiritual feeling, this spiritual freedom, this spiritual attractness. I'm getting the chills right now just talking about this. You are the Almighty Father. You are my Almighty Father. You're the one that's going to come save us from all these Luciferians and these people that are so blind, that we're trying, Lord. We trying, Lord. Maybe with a little bit more resources. And I'm going to ask, because Jose says to always, you ask him for help. I'm asking you, Lord. Give me and Jose the resources we need to make this go bigger. You know that deep down in our hearts, this is what we want to do. I don't want to continue fixing credit, Lord, even though that's helping people. If that's what you want me to do, then tell me. Tell me. But if this is what you want me to do with Jose and get as big as we could get, not about the money, but just, I don't care, just to make enough to pay our bills and to pay for our families and not worry about bills, and just be able to really take off whenever we want to another state and go speak and preach in front of people, or go visit other countries and help open water wells. My niece Jassy and her husband are going to Asia, I think I heard. Correct me if I'm wrong. And they're going to go minister in a Muslim. I think I heard, I'm not sure, but I think I heard in a Muslim area. They're risking their lives. Jose's friend Daniel, risking his life after he came out of jail many years ago. He's not rich. He don't got it like that. He's working under those tunnels in those Asian countries, printing Bibles, handing them out, where they'll hang you and kill you for doing something like that, because it's against the law. Doesn't that sound amazing? Some of you might think that sound crazy, but I don't look at it like that. I actually feel that if I die while I was doing something for Jesus Christ, I died righteousness. I died the right way. Woo! Where's this coming from, Lord? Oh, man. Oh, man, Lord. Okay. Oh, man. God, I got you. I got it. People, you need to wake up different. I know I'm in the middle of a prayer, but God, I love you. Yes, I do. I love you. Yes, I do. I love you. I understand. I've been understanding. That's the whole thing. My spirit's so aware. And it's a beautiful thing. No more crying of misery, and it's joyful tears for you. I just want you guys to feel it. Don't take offense to my ice hat. Don't take offense to my Muslim lookalike beard. Guys, I'm not here to hurt no one. I'm just trying to get you as close to him as I am getting closer to him every day. That's all. Because once you start understanding, nothing else matters. Like Jose said, land starts trembling. You're not gonna run into that building for your watch, for your purse, for your TV. You might run in for your kid. And that's understandable. But Lord, I just hope these people understand what I'm saying, because I know sometimes I'm all over the place, but they understand. Open up your hearts, people. Open up your hearts. Surrender to him. I'm not telling you to read the Bible every day. I'm not telling you to carry it around. I'm not telling you to do anything crazy. What I'm telling you is, you can start with just watching us. Hey, criticize me. Criticize Jose. Look us up. Start spamming. I don't care. It don't matter. My spirit is so happy with everything that's going on. If I could sit here and tell you what's transpired in the last couple of weeks, Jose doesn't even know. I've been so busy. And it's God. Like, it's God. The other day, I had to make a decision that I know if I didn't have God in my heart, I would have been like, yes, let me get that and sign. But God gave me control that moment and said, no, son, tell them you need to think about it. Something that no one could ever stop me. I'm an impulse person. Right then and there. And I didn't do it. And I felt good. And another opportunity is opening up. Hopefully tomorrow morning. It's all about him. And he's coming, guys. And you definitely want to be here, or you want to be there already with him. We love you, Jesus. We really do here at Wake Up Different. Everybody, well, hold on. We love you, Lord. Let me finish this off right. And I want to thank you once again for everything that's going on in my life and everybody else's life out there, if they're enjoying it and experiencing things like this. We love you. Amen. And now, guys, hurry up, follow, share the word. Go to RisenThreadsNYC.com, get your merch, because it's Wake Up Different, the hottest podcast out there. I don't care about the numbers. Listen. Listen, I ain't crying because I ain't no wussy. I'm not crying because I'm upset about something. I'm crying because while I was praying, I was feeling something weird to me that I've never felt. You heard it? It's victory, guys. I love you guys. I'll see you in the morning. I'm out.